Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Matthews here from M&A FOREX Traders. I hope you're doing great. So today I'm here with a video where I'm going to review some of the few trades that we actually took, and yeah, and also I want to share with you guys one most important thing that is one thing that most people don't actually know about or don't even think about most of the time, right? So trading in itself, it's about execution. It's not about being wrong or right. It's about execution. It's about performing, right? And if you understand that concept, then there's no way you're going to actually look at the result of any given trade as wrong or right, provided you have an edge in the market that you've proven to have a positive expectancy over a series of trades. So it becomes about executing your edge flawlessly. That's what it becomes about, not about being wrong or right on any given trade. Because I'm sure you've noticed by now that you and I have no control over the market. You and I have no control over outcome. We cannot dictate what's going to happen next on any given trade. However, when you have a system that has proven to have an edge in the market, we can actually have a positive expectancy, not on a trade by trade basis, but rather on a series of trade basis. Therefore, the result of any given trade should not evoke any emotions. But sadly, it does because we don't have a full understanding of how probability works. So, in front of me right now is a chart that shows the chances of you having losses, a number of losses in a row, depending on the win rate of your strategy. Okay. So I'm going to talk about our strategy, which is in the range of probably 55 to 65%. Sometimes, yeah, somewhere up to 70 sometimes. So I think we're going to get an average of, let's say, 60%, right? So if our strategy, our age gives us a 60% win rate, of course, that's not over. I see that's not like on a trade by trade basis, because we understand that on a trade by trade basis, anything can happen. So if you look here, so this line here shows the number of trades, the number of losing trades in a row, and this is the percentage right here. And these are the percentage. This is the chances of that happening. So if you follow me right here, you're going to see that this is a 60%, right? Therefore, the chances of us having two consecutive losses in a row is 100%, right? It can happen at any particular time. We can have two consecutive losses in a row. The chances of us having three losses in a row, it's at 96%. The chances of us um having four losses in a row is 70%. The chances of us having uh, five losses in a row is 38%. Chances of us having six losses in a row is 17%. The chances of us having seven losses in a row is about 7%, just like that, and it continues to go like that. The number continues to go down as the number of losses increases. So you can do this for your own strategy. I don't know what your win rate for your strategy is, so you can do this. This is going to give you an approximation of how many losses you're going to expect in a row, so that psychologically you're able to prepare yourself for such things. Okay, because these losses are going to come and they won't knock at any particular time. They will come. All right, this losing streak, It's going to come at any particular time. And with our system, we were experiencing it this week. By the way, today is Friday. I'm recording this around 21, 21 hours, our country, our time. It's These things are going to happen. And if you're not in a right psychological state, you are going to lose a lot of money because you are not respecting your risk. Because when you are actually having this losing streak, they tend to persist for a period of time. As you've seen here, there'll be consecutive losses, right? So this is how it is, and you're supposed to be in a place where you're able to actually comprehend this and understand that it's part of the game, because really it's all about probability. Nobody knows for sure or with certainty that the trade is going to actually work out. So always, always, always remember this. Have this at the back of your mind. All right. Have this at the back of your mind. It's going to actually help you be able to trade better as a trader and be able to grow as a trader, because risk management is one of the most important things when actually trading. Of course, psychology being the most utmost important aspect when it comes to forex trading. Really, really, really important. So I just thought I would share with you guys this when actually going to look at our trades that we took. Really, we had a lot of losses this week, and it takes someone that is disciplined to actually have survived this last week. This week right now. It takes someone that has good trading psychology to have survived this week. Otherwise, someone would have lost a lot of money, right? So look at this. The way you are seeing these trades, this is the exact order in which these trades were sent. All right. This is the exact same order that these trades were sent. We started with the USD, AUD USD, AUD card, GBP USD, and just all the way to the last one in that particular order. Now imagine, can you handle taking 4 losses in a row? In what psychological state are you going to be in if you're able to take 4 losses in a row? Can you handle it? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Can you handle it? If you look at this, what are the chances of having 4 losses in a row with our strategy? 70%. 70% chances of us having 4 losses in a row. And here we saw it happening. So this is very possible. Okay. However, as long as you are respecting your risk management every time, which is something that's supposed to be doing every time, you are going to survive this. I know it's going to be hard psychologically to deal with, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but you have to do it. This is what you signed up for, and you are supposed to be able to actually take this. However, even when you're going through such a losing streak, you are supposed to maintain your calm, maintain your cool, use proper risk management, and you're going to be all right. Because it just takes 1 or 2 trades to actually be better, right? It just takes 1 or 2 trades to actually be better. So that's how it is. So it's really, really important that you actually have a system. Have a system. So if you asked me, these trades were taken with the same setup, same exact setup that we always use, all right? But however, some were losses and some were wins. Okay, we don't usually have these kind of results like every week. Like I'm sure you guys have been seeing our trade summary. It's rare that we have this, but these things happen. I think it's been months since we had a losing streak like this, but these things happen. And I know, especially for the new guys in the game, they don't know that this happens. Why? Because nobody shows you the results like this. Nobody shows you the real truth like this. There are a few traders out there who are honest enough to show you their losing trades. Most of them they'll just show you the winning trades, right? because they want to buy you, they want to attract you so that you can actually join the guy, join them and actually buy their course or join their community, right? But this is what you're supposed to, this is what you should expect. No wonder only 10% of traders make it. And this thing is hard. You have to be strong psychologically for you to be able to handle this. Otherwise, most people can't. Therefore, they end up quitting. This is not for everyone. These losses are going to come. 3 losses in a row, 4 losses in a row. Then we had a winner right there, which gave us about 6R. And then we had a loss. Then we had another good winning trade that actually gave us about 5R. And we had a loss, another loss, and another loss. Then we had a little bit of a good winner right there, and then we had loss, loss, loss. This was Friday. This was today. Like 3 losses today, Friday. I was like, wow. And then for this trade right here, it actually went in our favor, and then it was crazy. USD card was crazy. All right. So all these trades, all these results I'm showing you, these are the setups that I have taken at any particular time. All right, at any particular time. If I show you let me show you the USD card trade. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This was wild. You can see we had a very nice. If you look at go to the lower time frame, higher time frame, we saw that the market was actually trending to the downside. We had a nice level right here, a rally base drop, right here. We had liquidity, and then if you drop to the lower time frame, we saw actually the market respecting that. It even dropped about how many pips? It drops about 10 pips into our in our favor, respecting this level. And then NFP came and the market like really went to the upside. And look at this. This was about how many pips? About 100 pips, 105 pips. Just like that. Right? Now imagine you don't have a stop loss here. Imagine you don't have a stop loss. That's the reason why you're supposed to actually have a stop loss every time you enter into any trade. Right? This was a perfect setup, but it failed. If you look at GBP, AUD, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. This is the exact same setup right here. This is a rally base drop. We have liquidity right here, and then see what happens. The market beautifully dropped to the upside, and then it started reversing on us right here. This was supposed to be about 7R, but here you can see I'm reporting it as 5R, right? Because it has retraced. So I had to get out of the market in there before actually. I mean, like it had because of this retracement here. That's the reason why we are seeing the 5R right there. But this is, I mean, what I'm trying to show you here is this is the exact same setups that we actually take. But look, the market went in our favor. But on the USD, on USD card, look what happened. Imagine you don't have a stop loss here. You can literally get banned. And you can always see here, I always emphasize use proper risk management. And our stop loss was very small. That's one thing that we actually, which is that's keeping us in the game. The stop loss is small, and the potential to the up to, I mean, the potential is actually a lot, right? So even if we actually take a lot of losses, if you look at this, look at the number of pips. I think this was the highest, about 30 pips. I mean, actually, it was actually 2 trades. So here it was about 20 pips. That was the highest. Then we had 0, I mean, like 8 pips, 6 pips. But look at the rewards: 200 pips, 180 pips, 80 pips. This is what we're dealing with. When we are wrong very small. But however, when we win big. Okay, if you look at GBP USD right here, look at this. Very good setup. What did we have? Exact same thing. We had a downtrend. After that, we had a nice rally base drop. We had momentum candles right here. What liquidity which was taken out, guess what? The market came to our level, we entered right here, and then the market has dropped. Since then, the market dropped almost 250. But because of the retracement, that's the reason why I'm reporting it as having about what? How much am I reporting it at? It will be used to like 6 hour because of that retracement right there. So you could have secured some good gains from that. So this is how it is, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have losses. Losses are going to be there. Euro AUD. Let me just show you Euro AUD. These are the exact same setup, but you never know what's going to happen next. You have no idea. Okay, this is a beautiful trade. This is a rather best drop supplies. We had nice Asian high, Asian low, Asian range which was taken out here. We had a nice. I predicted this. The market actually came to this level. Okay, so the market dropped a little bit, and then it like went to the upside, dropped again, and then started to push again to the upside. Like we're taking out just right here, and this one was about 16 pip stop loss, right? Really nice trade that I can take at any particular time it presents itself, but it ended up being a loser. Does it mean I was wrong? No, I did everything right, but the trade didn't just work out. Do I have control over that? No. Why? I literally have no control, and no one has control over this. The only thing that you can control is the process of identifying your age, the process of risk management. That's what you can control. You have no control over outcome. Immediately you understand and internalize that a loss is not supposed to actually hate you all unless you're having unrealistic expectations. But you cannot have unrealistic expectations when you know that the outcome is outside the circle of your control. You cannot control it. No matter what you do, you will never control it. Never. So you should as well quit trying to, because you never know what's going to happen. These things I'm showing you, people out there are not showing you this, but this is the truth. We have good winning trades. We have good weeks, like where we actually have good weeks like that. But we have also weeks like this. All right. So for someone that doesn't understand or actually say no, these guys are losing money and everything, but these things happen, right? These things happen. So I thought I would share with you guys or how our week was, so that I could encourage someone out there who might be going through the same, because these things happen and you have to understand. AUD Swiss. Let's see. You can have the perfect setup, but you cannot and know in advance if it's going to win or not. Look, beautiful rally based drop supply zone. We had nice presentation right there. We had a nice level that right now. You see what happened? The market literally just went to the upside, took us out, and guess what? The market dropped about how many pips after taking us out? About 90 pips, about 70 pips somewhere there. Market took us out, so there was probably a level here where the market was coming to, and there's no way I'd have known that in advance. So I missed this one. Probably I would have looked at that one, but I think I wasn't just at the charts. I would have gotten this one right here. So it's a very good level where the market would have come to and would have nicely caught this. But I think I was away from the charts right now, and this was how it is. Like this trade would have worked out perfectly, but the market chose that one, right? So this is how it is. Did anyone know that the market was going to reach? Well, this was a good level. Why did the market react from this? Like, why did it reverse from here? This is a beta momentum candle than this one, but nobody knows. This one actually dropped about how much, like 17 pips, then went against us. These things happen and we have no control over, and stop trying to actually control this. NZD card, another good setup, but it didn't just work out. Really nice trade, but it didn't work out. Look, the market literally went in our direction about 20 pips, then it went against us. These things are going to happen. These things are going to happen. Losing streaks are going to happen. You have no control over this. If you've been following us for a while now, you might have realized that we actually have great uh, great weeks. We have good weeks like that. So at the end of the day, that's what was always supposed to remember. We have no control over outcome, and at any particular time, anything can happen. You can have your best setup, and that same setup can still fail, right? So we always have to remember that for us to be able to make it, for us to be able to become consistently profitable, we have to shift from looking at a trade by trade basis to over a series of trade bases. We have to focus on the things that we have control over, which is trade identification, respecting our risk management, and bringing the mind that thinks in probabilities, right? Not the mind that thinks in certainty, because in the market, nothing is certain. At any particular time, you can take a winning trade, and at any particular time, you can take a losing trade. However, when you're using a system that has shown positive expectancy, you know that at the end of it all, you're going to make money. Not this trade, not this day, not this week, but over a series of trades, you're going to be profitable. All right. So please, this is extremely important, and therefore, that's the reason why I had to show you our losing trades. This week was really hard to deal with, but again, you need that mindset for you to be able to make it in this industry. That's the reason why there's a higher failure rate in forex, because most of us are here to get some quick money. We're not in it for the long run. So you guys, I hope you found value in this video, right? I hope it helps you actually remember that even professional traders lose money. Even professional traders lose trades. But the thing that you see on Facebook and on social media platforms, that's not real, because they're not showing you this side of the story. They'll only show you when they have winning trades, which is really sad. All right. So, however, as long as you have like good risk to reward ratio, it just takes 1-2 trades to wipe out. I mean, that's one good trade that reaches take profit to wipe out all the losses. In this case, we didn't have any trade that actually reached TP. If 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 one trade hit TP like 1 to 10, all this was going to be covered by one loss. I mean, by just one win. Just one win. And the race would have become extra profits. So that's how it is. So find a system that has shown to have an edge and just keep on executing. It's all about execution, because we have no control over outcome. So you guys, I hope you found value in this. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Let me know which part of this video was actually helpful to you. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Until next time.